Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Bahir Fuad, and the subject of today is whether Islam teaches us to be active or not. The Quran states, وَقُلِ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَى اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولُهُ وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وستردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Say, work. Allah and His Messenger and the believers are going to see and witness what you do. Then you will be returned to the one who knows what is hidden and what is apparent, and He will tell you the truth of everything that you have done. So to be active is part of our faith in Islam, and to be lazy and do nothing is against the teaching of the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Activity involves everything that we do. We should be active in prayer and pray at the proper time and try to perfect our prayers and pray with sincerity and devotion to Allah. كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون. Surah Al-Dhariyat in the Quran. They used to sleep little at night, and in the last third of the night before dawn they used to seek forgiveness from their Lord. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Satan puts 3 knots on the back of your head, every one of you, when you go to sleep, and he says, you have a long night, so sleep. If you wake up and you remember Allah, one of the knots goes away, is loosened. If you do ablution, wudu, the second knot goes away. And if you pray, the third knot goes away, and then you wake up with a good heart, good soul, and you find yourself lively and active. Otherwise, you wake up lazy and not feeling good. So we need to safeguard our prayers and be active in prayers. Also, the work that we do. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ إِذَا عَمِلَ أَحَدُكُمْ عَمَلًا أَنْ يُتْقِنَهُ. رواه الحاكم. Allah loves for every one of you, when you do something, is you do it to the best of your ability, and that's part of our faith. So we cannot be lazy at work or say, I am lazy, I'm tired, I cannot do this. This is against the teaching of our faith. Third, we have to be active, reach out, and help those who need our help. And we should not be asked, we should be proactive and try to do our job in helping those who are in dire need of our help. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا أَتَوْا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ أَنَّهُمْ إِلَى رَبِّهِمْ رَاجِعُونَ. Those who approach everything that they do with their hearts trembling, because they know and they realize that they are going to go to their Lord to face accountability before Allah Azza wa Jal. So what is the fruit of this feeling? أُولَئِكَ يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ وَهُمْ لَهَا سَابِقُونَ. They hasten in all good deeds, and they are foremost in doing it without being asked. So this is another area that we need to be active in. Now, to be lazy is against the teaching of our faith and is a characteristic of the hypocrites, those who try to show that they have faith, whereas they have absolutely no faith. إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وهو خادعهم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى يراؤون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. The hypocrites try to deceive Allah, but He deceives them. And if they stand up in prayer, they stand up lazily. They do not have the feeling that this prayer is important and that it is really should be done in the best way that we are able to pray and to perfect our prayers. يراؤون الناس, they are only praying to show off that they are standing in prayer. And they do not remember Allah except very little, not often as one should do, because they do not appreciate God's blessings on them. The faith of Islam tells us that we have to be active. The Prophet ﷺ used to seek protection in Allah from laziness. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-ajazi wal-kasali, from infirmity and from laziness. Wal-jubni wal-bukhli wal-harami, from being a coward, from being a miser, and from old age. Allahumma ati nafsi taqwaha wa zakkiha anta khayru man zakkaha. O Allah, give my soul its righteousness and purify my soul, for you are the best one to purify it. Anta waliyuha wa mawlaha, you are its guardian and you are the origin. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa, I seek protection in you from knowledge that is not useful. Wa min qalbin la yakhsha, and from a heart that does not submit and obey you. Wa min nafsin la tashba, and from a soul that is never satisfied. Wa min da'watin la yustajabu laha, and from a prayer that is not responded to, because such a prayer is not coming from a heart that is obedient and submitting to Allah and full of inner peace, or that it's coming from a person who is not doing righteous good deeds to help others, only seeking the face and the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So to summarize what I try to relate to you, that to be active is an important concept of our faith of Islam. This activity is not just in prayer, safeguarding our prayers, praying at the right time, perfecting our prayers, but in the work that we do. We need to be honest, we need to know the work and to do it to the best of our ability. And activity is in reaching out and helping those who need our help. And such activity obviously requires a strong will. We have to change ourselves before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change our fate. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah does not change the status of a people until they themselves start the process of change. الآية في سورة الرعد, Thunder, chapter 13 in the Quran. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. I seek Allah forgiveness for myself and for you. فاستغفروه, seek His forgiveness. وادعوه, and ask Him. إنه سميع قريب مجيب الدعاء. Allah is near and He is listening and He responds to the prayer and to the call of anyone who calls on Him. نبئ عبادي أني قريب Tell my servant that I am near. أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان. And I respond to the prayer and to the call of a person who calls on me. فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. Let them therefore respond to me and believe in me in order that they may become righteous. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.